Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you know, if you've been following along, it is May, so we are doing this Mom to Mom series. And for the fourth video of the series today, we're gonna be talking about the 5 things that I wish I knew before my child turned 1. So if you wanna see what those were, keep watching. So the first thing I wish I would have known before my child turned 1 was to make sure to sign up for an array of Mommy and Me classes. I was able to sign up for some Mommy and Me classes, and they were super fun and great, and I learned a lot and met a lot of amazing moms who I'm still friends with today. But I wish I would have done a little bit more. And I know as moms, it's like, when do we have the time to do it, right? We're working full time. You know, you're juggling this newborn baby. If that wasn't your first child, then you have multiple children that you're juggling, and it's a lot. But if you can try to take some time, even for you and your child, just to have those Mommy and Me classes, do music classes, dance classes, whatever it is, it's super visual. It not only benefits your child in the long run, but it gives you that great bonding time during that first year. The second thing I wish I would have known, or I guess I should say I wish I would have done more of before my son turned 1, was to really soak up those newborn moments. It's a very, very hard time. I know that, especially as a new mom. You're exhausted, you're not sleeping, you're stressed out, you're not eating. But those newborn moments are so special, and they're so fleeting. I mean, they grow up so fast, especially even from, you know, the first couple of months up until 8-9 months when they're crawling around and becoming more of a big baby. So I would definitely say to soak up as much of those moments as you can and just really be present in those moments because you can't get them back. The third thing I wish I knew before my son turned 1 was to take as much time off as possible. And if you're a mom like me, this is near impossible to do. I'm such a doer. I'm a busybody. I'm a busy bee. I'm a worker bee. So it's hard, and not only by choice, but there's a lot of moms out there that they literally can't take a lot of time off. But any of that time that you can, whether it's the 6 weeks or 12 weeks or 6 months, take it all off, because again, you can't get that time back. And before you know it, your child's gonna be in preschool, and you're gonna be wishing that you had those days free just to have it with you and your child. So I would definitely recommend taking any of the paid time off or time off that you get. The fourth thing I wish I would have known before having a 1-year-old was that first birthday party is not as important as you think it is. I think every mom does it. You want it to be this grand experience, and you want the pictures, and you want the memories, and you spend all this money, and you do all of this stuff, and your child is not going to remember it. I mean, he can barely even walk at that age, really. So I think just not putting as much stress as I know that I did, and I know a lot of other moms do with that first birthday. Just give them a cake. Let them, fist it in their mouth, take a picture. That's all you need. Save the money and all that stuff for when they're like 7. The final thing I wish I would have known and done more of before my child turned 1 was to do more things with him. Take him everywhere that I went, because excursions only get more challenging. And what I mean by this is that when my son was first born, and really that his first year of life, I was so regimented. Like, he had this nap schedule and this feeding schedule, and we had to be home at all these certain hours, and I didn't want to take him with me to this place or that place. And it's very restricting, and it's very confining. And looking back on it now, I think it's so silly. And if you're a mom out there that has more than one child, you're probably laughing at me because you totally get it. That the first child in that first year, that is the easiest, man. I mean, you may not be all balanced and ready to go, but as far as the child, like, all you have to do is pick up that little bucket car seat and take them anywhere you want to, and they sleep half the time anyway. So I wish I would have done more of that, because now that my son's 2.5, it's like, I mean, we don't play with that. I mean, he's everywhere. He's running everywhere. He wants to even do his own stuff. They start kind of talking back to you like, I don't want to go to Target, Mommy. And then you're kind of stuck. So I would definitely recommend taking that baby with you everywhere you go and just embracing that moment that you have. So that's it for the 5 things that I wish I knew before my son turned 1. The next and final video series that we have coming for you next week is going to be all about preschool, so make sure to tune back in. Bye. Today we are talking about 5 things I wish I would have known before breastfeeding. So if you want to hear about all the fun, then keep watching.